And there we go. You know how we started off. Motherfuckers, it's Thursdays. Grab a beer. It's time to fucking go.
Yeah, we like to get fucked up and do fucked up shit. You know what I mean?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the greatest financial show on planet X. We are a financial show, but we are not financial advice. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes we don't even do financial shit. Yesterday, we were talking about fucking robots. We did bring it back to what you should be investing in.
We always bring it back.
Yeah, we're going to do some other shit today. I'm glad that Eddie and Britt have not seen the agenda. I love this. I put it together 5 minutes before, and we're going to get into it and see what it is. Eddie and Britt, how the fuck are you?
Feeling good, feeling great. Happy to be back for our regular Thursday nights of mayhem and chaos.
Fuck yes. Do you guys want me to just kick it off with the opening clip?
Let's jump right into it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and watch these clips and share this to all my my how many followers do I have? 4,000 followers.
All right. So the opening clip is I found This is what sucks about having so many tabs open. This is my other plea for why we need a producer. But another time. All right, so here we go. Share screen. I got the tips. I should just say don't show me again. No. Okay, here we go. So I found a clip of Parity. That's my wife and Brittany on a plane, and I just thought you guys would enjoy it. I thought it'd be a good opening clip. Here we go. I could just absolutely see that. I could absolutely see that happening.
That's absolutely hilarious. That's funny. Eddie turned it up right before the big bang.
On accident, I didn't realize it.
I miss her. We need to celebrate her wins.
So, yeah, man. Well, there's going to be cause for celebration. I mean, there's a lot to celebrate, but we'll be doing that in the end of June for not NFT NYC. And then the other thing I want to say is, ladies and gentlemen, you might be new here, but we do live shows. This is a financial. This is a financial show. We are doing El Dorado next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Join us. We're going to be dressing up. We're going to be having beers. We're watching a live stream from Robinhood on their new deployment that they have coming out. So you'll want to make sure that you check that out. There should be a reminder already set up already. So make sure that you look on my profile. You'll find it. But we'll be promoting this all week. So make sure you check us out next Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Yeah, man, enjoy with us. How do I stop the presentation? It's telling me to share. I guess we do this. There we go. All right. Oh, look at that. Bro. If you send that to me, I'll PDF it and then we can share it, or we might even be able to make it a banner. All right. So next up, this is a great one for you. I know you guys have been out of the ecosystem, the crypto ecosystem. But
no.
I had to share this with you. Solana caved to cancel culture.
What happened? Oh no, that ad was so good. They killed
I know. We're gonna get to it. Let's see what we got here.
I didn't see it. It was an advertisement.
It was. I mean, it was very AOU coded, is what I want to say. But Justin, Solana deletes the commercial after backlash. But what was the fucking commercial? Well, here it is, my friend.
Well, lately, I've been having thoughts again.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, my God.
About innovation.
We need a goddamn producer. If anybody out here can fucking do a good job.
Lord, you're the producer, bro. You're the main producer.
Listen.
As executive producer, I know who the producer is.
Yeah, well, I gotta tell you, bro, this shit's getting old. I'm getting really sick of it. Let's see here.
I thought StreamYard was easy to use.
It is. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, Eddie, be prepared to be impressed. This is AOU coded.
So, America, what's going on?
Well, lately, I've been having thoughts again.
What thoughts?
About innovation. You know, multiplanetary travel, nuclear energy, crypto, AI. You know, things that push the limits of human potential.
What you're experiencing is called rational thinking syndrome. Why don't we take this energy and channel it into something more productive, like coming up with a new gender?
But that's not going to stop me thinking about innovating and doing something.
Innovating, doing, these are action words, verbs. Why don't we focus on pronouns?
That's not going to help.
I sense some cynicism. Have you been betrayed in the past?
You know, I used to think the media was my friend.
Mm.
Can I even trust them anymore?
Of course.
Of course they'd say that. That's a biased take. I got canceled.
You haven't considered that math is a spectrum.
What?
America, numbers are non-binary. We've been conditioned to believe that 2 + 2 is 4. It's a societal construct.
It's literally math.
Or is it a dominant narrative? Have you been practicing the state-prescribed regulations we talked about?
Yeah. I've debanked some crypto founders and I've slowed down nuclear reactor approvals. And depending on my state of mind, I change the SEC guidelines, but I don't like it.
If we don't regulate, how will we create jobs for people who work hard to make businesses slow?
You know what? Hard
Yeah,
work,
that's it.
innovation, rational thinking, it's in my blood. It's who I am. Railroads, factories, automobiles. I built the future once, and I won't be left behind now. I will lead the world in permissionless tech, build on chain, and reclaim my place as the beacon of innovation. I want to invent technologies, not genders.
Lovely. So glad you were able to get some of that negative emotion out. Sounds like we'll need a few more sessions. When can I see you next?
You're fired.
Fire. Out of the This is how, if you talk to anyone in California that's not on X, this is how they sound.
All right, so I want to point out that they are gonna have
It's a legit Solana ad. That's weird. That's
yeah,
crazy.
that's a
Solana
legit
Foundation,
Solana
yeah.
ad.
That was good.
Let's see here. Let's go back. But what I did want to show you is that I can't believe they shied away from that. It was such a good ad. I can't believe it. I thought it was really fucked up. But I wanted to show you this is what the world thinks.
You guys take Bitcoin, right?
Sure do.
I'm gonna be paying with Ethereum if that's okay.
Okay, yep, no problems.
Good thing I'm paying with Solana.
You can go ahead and tap.
Yeah, and there we go.
Oh, it failed. Try it again. Hold up there, smart. It looks like it's going to be another 27 minutes before this transaction clears.
What? Sorry, $112. I have like 3 things.
Ethereum, they got that peak hour gas thing.
There you go.
Maybe one more time. What are you going to do? Just wait right here, without the bag,
I think it's gonna work.
No.
That's Eddie and Britt getting their groceries.
Should have shopped with Algorand.
How do I get in that line?
All right, what's your take on it, guys?
That was a good ad for
That was a great Algorand ad, and I'm hoping that Robinhood integrates them soon because I was saying that's the only thing that Coinbase has above Robinhood right now is that you can transfer fees. That's the only reason that I use Coinbase anymore is to do that transfer from Algorand to Coinbase to Robinhood. That's the only reason I open that app now.
Really? I got the
Yeah, the
card. I
Terra
got the
Alpha
Coinbase
wallet
card.
is- Huh?
I got
It was
the
a good
Coinbase
day.
card.
randomly
use that?
randomly like weeks ago, Brittany like opened her Algorand wallet and there was just like $400 of Pepe in there. And I was like,
No, this wasn't weeks ago. This was a long time ago. And I was like, how can I unlock this and get it safely? And then, yeah, thank God for Coinbase integrating.
Wait, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What happened?
I just to like bridge it, it was going to cost me a lot of money to bridge on the Algorand, the Para Algo wallet, and it was way too much fees. So then I realized, oh, somebody posted in Reddit that 8 months prior to me doing this, Coinbase integrated Algorand blockchain onto their app and put it onto Coinbase. Boom, shoot it to Robinhood. But I think Robinhood should be, I don't know, getting them on the app soon, hopefully.
What makes you say that? Hold on. What makes you say that?
Because they're doing so many more partnerships. They just partnered with Kalshi. They're opening their crypto offerings lately. They're putting Pengu on. You know, they just did so many new tokens that they listed. I just think that they're going to be doing a lot more when it comes to crypto. I think after the gold event, I think we just got to get through gold, and then we'll be seeing some more crypto stuff from Hood.
Interesting. So gold, a big deal. The El Dorado event happening Wednesday, 9 p.m. Right here. You want to make sure you check it out.
Rediscover the lost city of gold with us.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Eddie, can you tell me more about what are we even talking about here with the gold? Why is it such a big deal that gold is coming to Robinhood? That's the part that I don't understand.
it's not okay. So there's a few aspects of this, but they basically have this gold event starting last year. This is the second one. And this year they decided to make it a gold march leading up to the event. And what makes this one special is that they're actually they're going to release new stuff this year. And so you want to think about this like Steve Jobs, like enveloping a new product, like coming out with his black turtleneck and that type of theatrical display. If we go back, or I'll send you a link even to like the Legend Awakens, like when Vlad's up there, it's storytelling. I'm talking like thunder clapping, all that good stuff, lightning, and it basically is it's a theatrical reveal of a product. And so what people don't understand is Robinhood has just changed the game so much because the financial industry is just such a slow ass industry, right? And so for Robinhood as a young company, they came in and they were like commission-free trading, and now everybody's doing that. They popularized the fractional trading too. So this gets guys like you and I in who wouldn't pay money to trade stocks, but they've now put out 24-hour markets, which all of the other industries have now followed as well. And so this basically builds you up to an exciting moment where if they're excited about it, you should be too, because it's gonna be changing, right? And so we don't really know what this gold event really is about. I know on the first gold standard, they revealed like the credit card and all these perks, like 3% on all your purchases and 3% match in your retirement. And they did this real cool package gold standard event, right? And that was awesome. And then we seen them do the Legend Awakens event, which really was about traders. It was about like trading tools and a new platform for desktop users. And so this new gold event is more trailed around I would say like hints and clues into our past. And that's where this whole theme of like El Dorado, Lost City of Gold, and stuff like that.
So what are you getting from these hints though? Like, what are you picking up? Because you said you were detailed, you were going through terms and conditions. They hid that from you. You started getting into the metadata. What are you seeing from this event based on like what you've done a deep dive on?
Well, Brittany and I have been guessing a lot about it, to be honest. And nobody really knows what it is, but I kind of believe they're going to give us access to private equity. One of the recent tweets had a keyword access on there, like for when they actually posted it. And so that just makes me think that Robinhood is going to allow access. They've talked about access a lot for shareholders in the terms of getting access to private equity getting access to liquidity, and basically loosening that place from where accreditors and retail investors, like blurring that line, right? And so I think that's what it's going to be, but we don't know. Again, this could be a lot of, they can actually release so much right here. They're so innovative with how they do it. Just to give you an aspect of how this works, Charles Schwab back in the day would pay $400 to acquire a customer. Now that $400 didn't go to the customer. The $400 went to some marketing guy, and then that guy pays some other dude, and then there's like some a bunch of shenanigans, advertising, all this stuff, and then somehow they've targeted and campaigned to get users on the base, right? It cost about $400. So what Robinhood did was reverse engineer that, and we're like, we can give the customer $400 worth of value, and we would get their business, right? Rather than going through all these marketing things. And you see it again and again. One, it started with obviously the commission-free trading. They were letting us trade commission-free, but selling the order flow to the bigger guys and getting a discount on it, right? That's how we were able to trade without spending $10 per trade or whatever, something stupid. And so they were passing that value back to the customer. And the same thing's happening with like their 4% APY, is instead of them collecting 3.95% like the banks do, they're actually passing the full 4% back over to you, and maybe they get it's like 4.5% from, you know, the banks that they're getting it from. So they're trying to pass as much value over to you as possible. And again, this is happening in all kinds of different ways. Those are just two main ways. And so what this would do, private equity, this would actually help private equity people who have raised rounds of technology companies in first rounds, second rounds, third rounds, and then this would help retail investors get access to this, right? And so
is that what that is for private equity? So people are going to be pooling to be like an early investor in like one of these robotics companies or whatever.
Maybe you're not round A, 2, 3, but right, but there could be a bunch of rounds before a company goes public. Right. And so if you can get into one of those rounds on a company
pre-sales. What it is, token pre-sales.
Yeah, and it's very risky going into private equity and venture capitalists, and it's very risky. But the upside is amazing.
Because of those risks, you usually need to be an accredited investor. They usually put guardrails on that because the risk is so extreme, but also the gain is so extreme as well. I think that this is a way to, like you said, be able to have this access for all, democratized finance for everybody, not just the accredited investors, not just the insiders, not just the hedge funds, but the regular.
They want to give wealth management tools that were like usually for the top 1%, and they want to give it to everybody, right? But in order to do that, you have to think in first person terms. And what first person terms means is if everything was out of the equation and you just wanted to get your job done A to Z, what would you need to do, right? No rules, no regulations. What would you have to do? And that's what makes them come up with stuff where they look at things like crypto and they're like, oh, the stock market can move just the same. So why aren't we trading 24 hours a day? Robinhood started 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Why can't they go on the weekends? If you start from first person terms, you'll find out that on the weekends, they still have to plug into the mainframe. The stock market is still plugged into a mainframe, not like StreamYard or YouTube or Amazon, how we're all in the cloud hanging out and streaming and stuff. These things are mainframes, and you actually have to plug in and turn these computers on and stuff. And so that's why nobody comes in and works on the weekends. And that's why there can't be any stock market trading on the weekends yet. But once they get this figured out, and the thing is you have to move from mainframes, and you have to move to servers, and then you have to move to cloud. And this is the base that you have to go to, and they're still basically on square one. And all of our technology is way over here. So that's the reason you get things like that where they go, why can't you trade on the weekends? And previously people thought you couldn't trade after 5 either, but if you can get someone to work overnight and facilitate basically the settlements, which they're doing with stable coins, more crypto, then you can't make it possible. But first person terms.
All of this is possible with crypto technology, blockchain technology, this settling with stable coins, immediate, fee free, basically. It's where everybody is going to be going. They're really trailblazing in this space right now.
Yeah. But again, we do not know what's happening. Tomorrow, some more stuff's going to unlock. Brittany thinks it's going to be crypto. Brittany thinks it'll be some crypto, but we still don't know. And so this was just the first week of it. For every $1 you deposit into there, you get entered into win a physical piece of gold.
Wait, also, if it's not crypto, they could be announcing a Money Metals partnership where that you will be able to.
That's what I think.
buy and sell precious metals.
Access to gold, maybe. Yeah, there's all kind. Like access is so much, but that's all they've done so far is give access. So I'm excited to see what the hell this is, because if they're excited about it, it's something we should be excited about.
Well, I'm going to say this. Once you started talking about bad investments, I was immediately sold. As soon as you said risky, could lose your money, removing guardrails, that got me excited. And so I logged into my Robinhood account. All right. So gold month, 1,000 gold bar giveaway. Join Robinhood and make an eligible deposit for a chance to win a gold bar. Every dollar deposited into your individual brokerage account is an entry to win. No trading or purchase necessary. Subscription and terms apply. Okay. So Eddie, you're going to get me through here. All right. Annual $10 off, build $50 a year, or $5 a month. Financial advisor, what are you telling me to do here?
So this is for gold. So you can do the monthly for $5. Where I would say where this benefits anybody, because it's like, why are you paying $5 for any platform? You want to get your value out, right? So $5 for 12 months is $60. How can you get $60 out of Robinhood? Well, you just take advantage of any of their promotions that they have going on. They have a 2% transfer in promotion. You can make $60 off of that in 1 year. That's not a problem. They have a 3% match on the retirement. And so that's how I think about it. I did the annual, which ends up being $417 a month, ends up being $50 a year instead of the 60. So you save $10. And
also, if you lock in that annual now, they could do a price change. And if it's locked in for 1 year, then it's not looking like they're going to grandfather people in on that price change. I would lock in 12 months of $416 a month versus, oh, maybe they could change it next month. They could change it this summer. They can change it anytime.
And so, yeah, there's some things you can do here too. You can even borrow $1,000 on margin for free. And that's pretty unheard of on any platform. But as a gold member, you're able to trade $1,000 of Robinhood's money for free without having to pay anything on it.
Okay, so you said I have to transfer money over here to be registered to win this gold or whatever the hell.
Yeah. So what that was doing was, in order for you to be entered in there, you have to be a gold member. So that's what it was having you sign up first. If you go right back to that screen, it'll allow you to deposit in there. And every time you deposit, you'll see a raffle ticket click up.
Is it per? All right, hold on. So where do I go? I go to spending.
No, just go back to your home screen. I never do this on the desktop, so it's always
because it's pretty bad. Isn't it?
Sorry, click the feather. Yeah, and then go to the top, scroll to the top, click that gold month on the right side. Yeah,
I like it.
And scroll down. Yeah, you know what? I think all you have to do is just deposit into there. Yeah, okay. On the phone it literally just makes you deposit from there. But yeah, I mean, this is cool, dude. I don't know how much money that's worth to them. It's probably less than $500,000 worth of gold, but they're giving out physical pieces of gold. 999 people are going to win the 2.5 gram piece of gold, and one person is going to win the
999.
The $90,000 piece of gold, right, which is just a big kilogram.
So I can go to withdrawable cash or cash balance or withdraw. Where do I put
individual? Put it in the individual.
Got it. Review transfer. Transfer $100. It's going to take 5 business days. I got screwed myself.
No, you're good. You're good. It'll let you play. Yeah, it'll let you play with it before the 5 days is here. So you're good.
Oh, dismiss. Nice try there.
They try to get you. Whoop, whoop. So you you just got 100 entries into their raffle.
Cool. We'll
and this
take
is cool. It's just another thing to get people excited. I think they are really in this gold march, from what I'm seeing. They're really targeting crypto people. But who knows? Once we get this event, man, it's gonna be pretty cool.
All right, so I'm set up for everything gold. Every time we talk about gold, I'm in, right?
Yeah. So 12 and a half hours from now, we have another mystery unlock for Friday, and I believe that's our last one until the gold event. So hopefully it's an
All right,
exciting
so
one.
I got a question for you, for you both. You're both intelligent enough to answer this, but the $400 customer acquisition, and instead giving that $400 value back to the customer, are they blowing that all in one wad, or are they spending that $400 throughout the year?
No, it's brilliant, right? I'm glad you asked that. So it's like if they're going to deposit 3%, or you're going to deposit in your Roth and get that 3%, you have to keep your Roth money in there over a course amount of time, and they don't just give it to you right at once, right? So so like maybe for your 3%, they start giving it to you right when you get it, but you can't pull your money out. For the individual account, if they give you your match, you have to hold it in there for a certain period of time, and they're paying you out, right? So let's just say you put $10,000 in there. You did the 2% match, so you got whatever $200, and they basically, all they're gonna do is pay you that $200 over that amount of period. So like every month you're gonna get a payment out. That would be your lumps. That would be a piece of your lump sum. So.
I think it's more than just the perks for customer acquisition right now. They're doing also the Doge giveaway, the Bitcoin giveaway, the gold bars, obviously. What the New Year's giveaway aside from the trivia.
Yeah. So what she's basically saying is there's Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and they're basically putting it in your pocket as a gold user, and it lowers your whatever you put in. Let's say you paid $50. Well, Brittany's already collected Doge, Bitcoin on 2 separate occasions. And yeah, it's like $2 here, $10 there, $8 here, but it obviously adds up when the membership's $5 a month.
So I think that that counts under their customer acquisition payments. But also these people that are getting onboarded through listings from Pengu, listings from just random crypto tokens, there's so much that they're doing right now. Instead of putting this into an agency's hands, you pay for commercial, your airtime, all that. I mean, they do have a media partnership that they are having commercials on YouTube and stuff like that. But when it comes to the big bucks that get spent in marketing, the big bucks that get spent in branding, I don't know. They seem to be doing it quite efficiently and effectively. Wouldn't you rather remove the middleman and just have all that money? Like, hey, I want to be your customer too. Pay me to be your customer. Yeah, don't pay these people to come and get me.
Yeah, could you even pinpoint how many times like a brand would be like, yo, let me get a reach out to the people, right? Let me just put a reach out there, which they gave us basically a 1-day notice on X, and every 400,000 people showed up in the app in 1 day to stream and play trivia
with less than 24-hour notice.
Yeah, and so this type of marketing, what happens is like, yes, they probably paid Quiz Daddy to come through. They obviously had cool engineers that can get the streaming to set up right in your Robinhood app, and it's never done that before, right? So they figured all this out, and then once you play, they were able to airdrop or give winners their winnings right off of there. And I think what this shows is that they have the most elite technology and team. And so it's like you're doing that, and for a fact every dollar you spend is actually going to get this type of turnout. You're never going to get that anywhere. And they were able to get all this data of the 400 people, what the knowledge that they have on this trivia too. Like, who knows how much data comes off of that. And then I just think like being able to be in someone's head, like, hey, we can hold events right here in the Robinhood app. Oh, I didn't even get to tell you, Lord, the March 26th event, they're actually streaming the trivia event in the app. I mean, I'm sorry, the trivia event, the March Gold event in the app as well. So
wow.
They'll be, yeah. So they're already, we said that, we predicted, we were like, yo, this is crazy. They're going to be able to use this for earnings calls, for everything.
Yeah,
and look at here, they're revealing the next product.
I'm wondering if the next earning call is going to be interactive. Like, we were able to get feedback on the Quiz Daddy on trivia and stuff. I'm wondering if we'll be able to interact with the earnings call if we do it through the app instead of Spaces or whatever.
Shout out to Showman. He said Eddie is locked in, and his other comment was top 3 investments right now. Isn't that motherfucker for being such a demon, for being such a fucking demon that he is? What a fucking sweet guy,
he
right?
Just plays that way. He's a sweetheart for real. Yeah.
What a fucking sweetheart. All right, let me think here. Give me a second
That's
here.
my guy.
All right, man. Well, since we're talking about Hood, I think it's only fair that we do another kind of Hood report. How do you feel about that?
Let it go. What's the hook gonna be?
What's it gonna be? Nipsey Hussle brother Black
Oh my
Sam
god,
wrote-
this is hilarious to me. Not like this is real shit, not hilarious to me. I'll tell you why this
All right,
becomes
so-
hilarious to me.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna play. I've not seen this clip. I have not seen it. So I'm looking
Okay, I
forward
can
to seeing what the fuck
I'll
happens
explain it
here.
after that. Oh man, hold on. Maybe we shouldn't play the volume on here because we're gonna demonetize the video. I'm calling my gang.
That ain't what you want, nigga. That ain't because I've been giving to you. Watch it, nigga. That ain't what you want. That ain't what you want, nigga. No, get on that. That's what all my niggas are. Hey, watch out, watch out. No, listen, bro.
Watch out to the security guard. Watch out, I got this.
Niggas talking about bro, get cracked. No, we can't. Yeah, we go. You coming right here, nigga. Look, I'm about bro. Nigga got it.
You do not want to be in this LA situation. You don't know. You don't know if they're brothers. You don't know if they're what their history is, and so
I don't have a
so,
context here. I have no.
so this gentleman right here, his name is Black Sam.
I know that.
That's Nipsey Hussle's brother, and he just opened up a burger joint over here called the Marathon Burger off of Melrose.
The wait time right now is 3 hours.
Oh fucking shit!
After the grand opening, yeah.
So this was the grand opening, and this guy right here, he's actually from the same hood as them, right? So that's good that security guard didn't get involved because they obviously have history, right? They're like, if you're able to yell at another grown man in the face like that, like there's a little more respect than there is hate, right? You're like, right? So right off top, you're like, what is going on? Well, you know, Nipsey was a very territorial person in LA, right? So if you're not down for him, then he ain't down for you. And that was he was very clear on that message when he was around. And now that he's gone, his brother's kind of still pushing the same narrative where if you're not getting, quote unquote, you're not going to get cracking for him, then he don't want you around. And so, I mean, you can kind of take that anywhere you want to go. You could say, you know, this put glorifying gang violence. This is maybe, you know, this is a little too far at your opening at your burger thing. But I think this really draws on the line of like loyalty, respect, and obviously they didn't fight or anything. There wasn't a fade. He walked him across the street in one of these other videos, left him there and told him he's not going to get served. But yeah, this other guy is actually from the same gang as him, and you're watching them kind of have a yell out here over what was possibly just you know, a misunderstanding over Nip. But who knows, bro? Some new information actually came out about Nip.
I know. Well, I want to get to that, but because I think I have something for that, and I could be wrong. We're gonna find out. But I also say like this is a brother that's fighting for his brother's name, who's like and is trying to carry on this legacy, and you know, he's probably in a position like, oh, when people die, you feel a little bit more slick to talk shit about them or to say XYZ or whatever it is. And he's probably like, hey, I'm tired of hearing people put fucking dirt on my brother's name. Fuck all that. You know what I mean? And like, I'm not going to allow it. I'm not going to let that happen. And I think I kind of see that. I can see it.
Yeah, it's very difficult in LA gang culture too, because if you don't know like the situation of Nip's death, like he was killed by someone from his gang too. So from the neighborhood 60s. And so there obviously are people who are from the same gang that don't like each other. There are people from the same gang who don't ride for each other the same, and that, you know, there's still family like inside of these places. So I think even if you like take a look right there, like that's BH right there with him like trying to get in between them. And yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate because these guys are businessmen. At the end of the day, they do own businesses. They are in good neighborhoods with intention to like grow the community. And so, you know, you don't want to see anything bad happen. And I'm glad no gun violence or anything occurred there, because that would have been awful in the name of Nip, you know.
So speaking of gun violence, what the fuck is happening right here? I put in this RICO indictment, and here we go. What the fuck? I also haven't seen this, and I didn't get into it too much because I kind of wanted to cover it here. But
this is my last video before I turn myself in. I'm with my family.
Oh, you're the family man now, huh?
I talk to my sons. I talk to everybody, man. I'm just going to deal with this fight, see what it is. I just want y'all to know all this stuff is quagmire. Shit is all bull crap. I just need y'all prayers. I need y'all to.
Can I say something real quick? I know this man's been at it a long time. I get that. But boy, you see these gray hairs on Lore, ain't no way you are catching me up in some shit. Like I'm not trying to go to prison as an old man. What the fuck kind of shit is happening? So I don't know, man. I just think at a certain point you gotta like. At what point do you go legit instead of doing all this other stuff?
Which he had enough. This guy, Big U, he has enough to go legit, you know, just like everyone else out of there, especially out of the Nipsey camp. After Nip passed, I think a lot of people came out to help people as far as like trying to reach out with deals, collabs, and trying to figure it out because a lot of people regret not going all in on Nip while he was here. This guy is notorious in Nipsey's, come up phase as far as like getting connected with people. He raps about him on one of his songs. He says, Big U's an animal. And so, I mean, this is Big U right here. And he notoriously is supposed to be like helping with children's fundraising, keeping them out of gangbanging, doing stuff like that. And I guess they're calling this racketeering or whatever because you're embezzling charity stuff to do gang activities. Actually, is what they're saying allegedly. And I don't know. Did you watch the video of what happened on No Jumper regarding this guy?
Yeah. So, and I was trying to find the clip here. I thought just by searching it up that I was going to find it here, but Adam 2 defends No Jumper after podcast is mentioned in Big U RICO indictment. I'll never understand why these folks are going on these platforms like this, saying the things that they fucking do. I don't fucking get it. I'm shocked that people go on Adam 22 or Vlad at all. I mean, I know that Vlad pays them, but Jesus Christ, bro, up to what point? Like, are you going to be like, nah, I'm not fucking with this. It's causing too many problems for the people around me.
Yeah, I would say, dude, because the news on this is crazy. I mean, some new Nipsey news came out of this that we never heard before, which was this guy Big U that they're showing. One of he has like record labels. He's affiliated with music and stuff. And there's an artist that was on No Jumper that basically said before Nip died, he got a call that Nip died, and 30 minutes had passed, and then he had called Nip. Nip was cool. 30 minutes had passed. Someone else called him, told him Nip died, but this time it was true. And so obviously there's a discrepancy or maybe some dry snitching going on in that situation. But if it is true, that means Big U knew 30 minutes before he was going to die, which means somebody asked for permission to go do this. Other people are saying that, Nipsey actually beat this kid up. Eric Holder beat him up the week before or got in a fight with him.
That's what I understood it to be.
And then so that there's two, obviously there was two revelations out of that. So it's like a lot of people didn't know that he fought with him the week before. And then a lot of people didn't know that about this phone call that Big U had made prior to Nip dying. So who knows how this goes, bro? I didn't even know. I was really close to the story, but I didn't know that homie like shot him and then like went to the alley and then came back and shot him again, went to the alley and then came back. I didn't even know that it was all that. I thought it was just right there what happened. But yeah, very sad too.
Went back to the alley and then came back and shot him again. I don't think I realized that part. I know that. I mean, that's what
this guy. That's what this guy Loose was saying. That's what he was saying. So
are they saying that Big U is the one that gave like the go ahead to do this? At the very least, he knew about it.
At the very least, he knew about it. Is what this guy said. And this guy didn't seem like he felt like what he was saying is a lot of people knew. But obviously,
the way Wack was guiding him to get more out was like, oh, he said it. I didn't say shit.
Wow.
Yeah, Wack 100 really did pull that out of him.
Little investigation.
So yeah.
All right.
Maybe we can get some rappers on here to divulge some crazy
Please
as well.
don't. I don't want to know. How about that? I don't want to fucking know.
Warlord, the culture vulture.
Yeah, I don't want to be that. But here's one to bring it back to investment. Well, number one, the private equity. This is something that I would like. This burger joint. That is something that I would love to like jump in private equity on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
There are opportunities for that. But look, I want to know what you guys think about this. There's a longer video. Okay, this girl put out like an 8-minute long video. And at first I watched the majority of it, but I stopped because other shit going on. And then I kept seeing it pop up on the feed and people were talking about it.
Scroll down a little bit.
I'm going to, but this guy summarized the whole thing. And so I wanted to get your take on this. He kind of summarized that 8-minute video in a better way. And so I want your take on this.
The next 2008 level collapse is here and they're hiding it in private equity. What if I told you Joann's 97% of stores still profitable?
Okay,
Hooters
yeah,
making money. Party City cash positive. What do they all have in common? They were all bought by private equity and now they're all going bankrupt. Why? Private equity loaded them with back floating rate debt, the new adjustable rate mortgage. You see, a lot of these companies took out loans back in 2020 under the advice of PE firms when interest rates were next to nothing. But when rates rose like they have since 2022, businesses were saddled with heavy loan payments and forced to collapse. But it gets worse. This toxic debt, it's been bundled into collateralized loan obligations. This is exactly what they did in 2008 with mortgages. Except this time, they sold it to pension funds instead of banks. Your 401k,
That's scary.
Your retirement, it's full of this garbage because Wall Street sold it as safe investments. Private equity in America now controls up to 25% of essential industries. We're talking healthcare, real estate, food supply, shipping, and logistics. For example, private equity firms have been buying up AC and plumbing shops, loading them with debt, and now it costs $3,200 just to replace your water heater. The clock is ticking. The 2008 crisis was about $1.1 trillion in bad debts and mortgages. This is $3.8 trillion and growing. The pension system is at risk of total collapse. And when that happens, it'll be the pensions getting trillions of your tax dollars because they know we will not let them fail.
Wow. All right. So here's what I don't get. This is the part that I need you to explain to me. They buy the business for the sole intent of bankrupting it and putting a bunch of debt on it. But why, if you have a perfectly good business there?
A loss is tax, right? You could just write that off.
Yeah, they're not really taking losses, so they're basically squeezing it for the cash flow that's coming out of there.
And then
they're saying instead of you guys living off the cash flow, you guys take loans. Because if you guys don't live off the cash flow, then it's a better tax situation. You guys live off the loans. Loans is you can't really get taxed off of borrowing money, right? So they borrow the loans, but the loans are collateralized with bad debt. And so that basically all that does is like it's a house of cards right now. But to say that's how these are bankrupting is pretty interesting. But then to say these are in the pensions, oh, that's scary, man. Because I mean, I don't have a pension, but for the people that do, that's some scary stuff, man. Because you really rely on advisors or people that know what they're doing to guide you in the best way, and you just chuck at it for years and years and 30, 40 years. And man, to wake up and see a mistake like that, that's why everyone needs to know what's going on, man. I've seen people who are not just putting it away in pensions that they don't know what the pension is, but I've seen people just put it in vehicles like a retirement account, but then they don't invest it. You put it in the Roth, but then you don't invest it. It's just crazy. So you can't just leave your money sitting in there. It has to be working.
Do you need or want to see the thread on this? Are you interested in seeing the thread on it at all?
Oh, I already watched the 8-minute video that you were talking about with the girl who discovered it. So yeah, we were pretty privy up to it. But I didn't know. Yeah, that girl. I didn't know that that the pensions though. Prior to seeing this, I didn't know that the pensions would even do that. Would invest into this stuff. So that's the part that gets me is like, who's controlling the pensions then? Because at the end of the day, we're just not. They're not. Obviously, there's a better way to do this stuff.
How does this affect my 401(b)? I don't have a pension, but what about my?
You need to figure out what's in your 403(b).
Mostly tech.
Mostly what?
Tech.
Like what? Apple, Tesla.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever the fuck.
It should be good if it's a S&P 500.
have you go through my whole shit of like what I've selected. That you know what? I'm trying to help you be a better financial advisor.
I've done it for Brittany's mom, and if the two things you can control is your allocation and your expenses. So first off, just make sure you're allocated to the best companies in the world, which is the S&P 500, the top 500 companies in the world. And then you want to make sure that your expense ratio is low. And so that all that means is that you're not getting, getting pulled, because 1% over 20, 30, 40 years of investment is millions of dollars. So even though 1%, you're like, yeah, give 1% of my net worth to this advisor, he's helping me. No. You want to be at like 0.07. Like you want to be put below, way below 10%, 1%. So you want to be in the small digits.
Interesting. All right. So you already know the thread on that. Ladies and gentlemen, this would not have happened under a Kennedy administration. So I think it's time that we talk about the JFK assassination. I have not read anything about it. I do not know anything about it. I know that Brittany wanted to cover it. And this is where
No, I wasn't. I was more excited about the fake NASA astronaut return, all that.
All right, you want to cover that one instead?
Yeah, let's get to that.
Wow.
Okay, I brought it up on the last show though, but how did the astronauts land and then the dolphins came to greet them?
Can I say,
are the dolphins the aliens, bro? What happened there? That was crazy. If you would have saw that in Interstellar, they would have said, hell no, that's so fake. But that was real life, guys. That was crazy.
That's got to be all over X, I would assume. I mean,
bro, just put dolphin SpaceX. You're typing in, you're the horrible search right there.
I don't know. I think if we had a producer, that would do it.
Damn.
Crew 9 team members will egress from the Dragon spacecraft. Now, here on your screen, we can see dolphins, actually, who want to come and play with Dragon. Now, one of the fast boats, they're in place, working to assist the recovery team member. It's incredible. I just love these views. We really see them even better in daytime, but just seeing the recovery team work in tandem to step through each step, to step through each operation. Obviously they're getting quick assists from the honorary part of the recovery team, those dolphins in the water
like
there.
Now,
they're
circling a
recovery crew team member that is crawling around.
Yeah, but yes, but I think dolphins are going to be curious about whatever the fuck just made a giant splash at their house, right? Number one, but the thing that I can't stop thinking about is, could you imagine fucking coming from space in a fucking tin can like that?
Yeah, that doesn't sound like 2025 shit.
Bro, like what is that, dude? Like that's what they.
What's crazy is not coming back from space.
Guys, I've watched
in your
this
tin
video
can
so many times, and tell me it doesn't look CGI in some moments.
Yeah, it does. It looks like
also about the dolphins. We use sonar all the time against them. We use radio frequency warfare on these on marine life all the time.
We really? Tell me more about that. I don't know anything about that.
Oh, the birds and dolphins and you know what's
and
illegal?
The bees.
I know we use loud devices that fuck with birds so that they stay away.
You do that, Lauren?
No, I don't fucking do that. I want birds at my house. I love birds.
Oh. Yeah, they don't go anywhere near these 5G towers, the street lights with 5G, anything like that.
Dude, imagine going to space for 9 days and not coming home for 9 months. If someone said, all right, fine, 9 months is up, you have to come home in the tin can, I'm coming home in the damn tin can.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to be like fucking Burger King immediately.
Around the Dragon spacecraft. Earlier, we saw a view where it was like a spider monkey pose. We can see that individual now standing in the bucket where the main parachutes were stored while Dragon was on orbit.
They kind of fucking, they don't even call it the tin can, the bucket, bro. They drop these fools off in a bucket. NASA, do better, bro.
No, this is SpaceX, bro. This is SpaceX, actually.
No, I know, but is it?
It's a NASA mission, yeah.
Yeah.
Why
obviously
did
those
she
main
have
parachute.
different color hair when she landed? When she came back, like they have a salon up there. Why is the hair gray and then it's brown and then it's gray again? All of it just looks so fake to me. Fake and
We're
fraud.
utilized-
Per usual for NASA.
So wait, you think these guys died up there and they just made it look like they
I don't think that they really go on these missions. I think they have full green screen.
Really?
I don't think that I think Elon is actually attempting to go in and do a lot that NASA said that they were attempting to do, but I do think that Elon is attempting to.
So think about this.
through.
You would think naturally human progression goes forward, right? You would think like technology always advances. Well, it doesn't, and especially if you don't continue at it, because our evidence was that we went to the moon and then never went back.
No, the whole thing was the space race. So it's like once we have enough propaganda to say that we were the best at this, to say we finished this mission, then it was like, okay, the US made it happen. Then it was what I think Russia, the Soviets right behind us, who we won the space race. Now we don't have to pretend that we're still doing these missions, but because they make so much money and they're funding it from the US people, the taxpayers, just a way to funnel money into another government agency. Yeah, I don't believe anything NASA is doing.
So you think this was just some good Hollywood movie shit right here? You're telling me they didn't?
I
Oh,
don't
lost
believe
Laura?
any of it. He said enough of this. I'm out, guys.
He said, I believe in this. I promise you guys. What happened to him? What's cool is that you can get
cut the
you can get
cut the stream.
yeah, you can get rugged by
Talking
the
about anything.
you can get rugged by the host though, and then like pull in after. Cause look, yeah, we're still live right here. Yeah, we're still live on ours. We're still live on ours. This is the let me show you guys what I
Share
have.
screen. Oh, he's back. We thought NASA got you.
We thought
NASA took
we thought
you
the great
away.
deceiver took you away. They were like,
a great deceiver. Oh shit. What did you get for us?
okay, so yeah, NASA does actually translate to the great deceiver. That's true. That's a fact. Bro, you didn't pull up our not financial advice thumbnail, bro.
Oh, let me do that.
You never pulled that up for the people.
Here's the thing, I'm gonna have to turn that into a PDF, believe it or not.
What the hell?
Oh, look at the present. It has to be PDF. I don't know why on the earth. Who the fuck wants to bring up a PDF, bro?
Man, that is StreamYard seems harder and harder the more you tell me about it, man.
Well, I don't know. Well, let's see. All right. Well, I was going to talk about the JFK.
Let's get into the JFK stuff. Yeah, we didn't cover anything on that. I mean, I think it's crazy because it's like the oldest mystery, but it's also the scapegoat right now because everyone wants Epstein. They don't really care about JFK anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, but here's the thing that I'm disappointed on from what I'm hearing is that everybody's kind of disappointed that we didn't get more out of this JFK disclosure. They're saying it's Israel. They're saying that Trump is trying to be the truth for Israel, but at the same time, he's backing Israel. So I don't know what the fuck to believe. I don't know what
the craziest thing. The craziest thing I saw out of it though was that JFK Jr. wrote a letter to Joe Biden and said, "You are a traitor," and signed that shit.
What? But for what? What was the reason behind saying?
That's it. That was it. That was all that was in that section. It didn't have any more explanation from the documents, but it said that he literally said, "You are a traitor." So he must have known something about Joe Biden. This is when Joe Biden would have been he would have been in Delaware. He would have been a senator in Delaware or something at this time. So, but crazy, right? Pretty crazy.
Yeah. So it's saying here it is printed on black and white in the JFK files. Literal quote: "Israel is no good. Israel was behind the JFK assassination." I don't know what to fucking make from this. Like, I also feel like I'm getting conflicting and different information that it was the CIA, that it was George Bush, that it was.
They want you to be mad confused, but I mean, we're not really. I mean, we won't get the real answers for still a long time. I genuinely believe. Brittany knows a lot about the JFK assassination.
I'm trying to get it. Look, these guys fucking rule. Check these
Brittany,
guys out.
Tell them what
The
happened.
Lord said it could be the CIA. It could, Mossad, the CIA, they have branches all over the world, and their main objective is to put people in power that best serve them. So Che Guevara, Gaddafi, just so many. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now, but people like that who are actually fighting for the sovereignty of their country are financial risks for the U.S. government and for people who, like you said, U.S. aid, whatever, makes so much money disrupting other countries, their government, their political happenings. And because they get kickbacks, like they can go to Ethiopia and say, hey, we'll keep you in power. You give us all the products from these cocoa plants. Like it's a trade war happening with just, we give you the power, you give us the money kind of thing. So that happens with there's so many false flags that this happens with insurance scams, 9/11, just so many things that if you actually do the research, you see, the CIA works with a lot of our opposition. The CIA actually makes things move around the globe that have nothing to empower or help the American people.
Well, fuck.
That don't get this show put on the map. I don't know what will, man.
I think I do. You know who does wish that they would have been assassinated in their car?
Tell me.
This guy right here.
I have Yep. Okay. All right, Robert. So how much you had to drink tonight? I'm not sure. You're not sure, but a lot, right? Probably. Okay. Do you have any friends in the area that can come pick you up, get you out of here? I don't think so. You have nobody can come pick you up? Because you can't drive. You're in no shape to drive at this point. Right. All right. So I'm trying to give you a break tonight. All right. Because your vehicle is here parked and everything like that. But I need you to get it right out of here, though. That's going to be the issue, okay? I can't let you walk, okay? You have no friends, no family, no nothing. Do you have an Uber app or anything like that?
Have anybody that would be available?
Okay. You want to make an attempt to make a phone call? Do you have an Uber? Do you have a taxi number? Do you have money on you?
I'm not signed up on Uber.
All right. Do you have money? Do you have card on your credit
I was
card?
like, you better sign up on Uber right now, fam. If you don't want to contact your family.
Right? I'll give you a few minutes, okay? All right. You get your phone on you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right, Robert.
I will not drive.
Make some phone calls, though, right? I'm going to hang out. I'm going to hang out.
Who is Robert? Robert must be somebody very important because, for the cop to be that nice, that guy has to be high in power.
I'm saying, bro, how is your car parked out like that? And they're like, oh, no, this is coming out in fucking women's lingerie, talking about like, oh, don't worry about it, bro. That happens to the best of us. Just, get a ride home, call Uber. You know what I mean? Like, no judgment. Like, what the fuck is going on right here?
He handled that way too calmly too.
Yeah,
like he's like I can relate or
well, fuck it, man. I think that's gonna fucking that's gonna do it here. I don't know, man. Is there anything you guys want to plug, promote, talk about, discuss before we go?
Guys, we'll be back next Wednesday, March 26th, 6:30 PST. For the Lost City of Gold, we'll be streaming Robin Hood live. Don't miss it. It'll be a great show.
Hell yeah. That's going to be fucking Wednesday, March 26th at 9 p.m. We're getting a half-hour early start. I might even break out the Freedom Eagle, baby. I might bring this guy out and shotgun a beer. We're going to see.
America.
Yeah, dude, it's we might bring that out.
That's cool.
Yeah, the kiddos got that for me for Christmas. But yeah, man. So make sure to check us out, dude. Have fun. Be safe. Do drugs. What do we got here? What do we got?
Ladies and gentlemen. Fucked up and you fucked up shit. You know what I mean?
Peace.